What's up, YouTube? Titus here with some more Master Duel content, and I have an interesting match that I wanted to highlight that I literally just played that shows an interaction that Tri-brigade players should really be aware of. So this is, I'm playing Tri-brigade Lyrilusc, or Bird Up, and my opponent is playing Tri-brigade Zoodiac. And so they won the coin flip, and we're going to see them just absolutely pop off. We only have one interruption. They're going to activate Tanky, and I remember saying, oh my god, if they activate Tanky and they add Zoodiac, I'm going to rage. So they grab Whiptail, there it is, so we know we're playing against at least Zoodiac. Not sure Tri-brigade Zoo, but we know at least Zoodiac. Summon Whiptail, going to go into Trident, Borbo first, and then Trident. Going to activate Trident's effect, going to discard the Borbo to pop the Tanky, going to summon Chakanine. Now the reason, at first I thought that was really weird, but I realized why they did this, and the reason is they discarded the Borbo to pop the Tanky, is they needed a Zoodiac engrave for Chakanine. So what Chakanine is going to do is detach to summon. So she's going to detach here to summon the Trident back. Trident's going to come out, and now we have enough link material for a Farigite. The Baron Blossom, we're going to activate Baron Blossom effect, we're going to summon Nerval. We're going to activate Nerval effect, banishing 2 to summon Bearbrum. And so we know we're going to get revolted. We know it's going to be a thing, but we need to understand that this is the only summon that was legal for revolt. So they're going to need at least 3 spaces to summon Shurag off of revolt. And so they're going to activate Karis effect after summoning Bearbrum. They're going to go ahead and pitch the Nerval. We're going to Ash here because they're about to make Appaloosa. If we don't Ash, it doesn't really... There's nowhere other place to Ash after this. So we're going to Ash here so they don't have as much follow-up. No resolve on the Nerval. They're going to link 2 into Appaloosa for 1600, or what we call Appaloosa for 2. It has 2 negates on it. Activate Bearbrum as Chainlink 1, activate Farigite as Chainlink 2 to chain block the Bearbrum. So draw 1, put back. It literally doesn't matter because it's going to get put back anyway. And then we're going to add Revolt. Put a card back. Activate Karis for 2. Summoning Farigite. Linking 2 off into Rugal. Send 1 in passing. So, right here, we're good. Revolt is completely live. There is nothing wrong with the play that they did. This is a pretty good board. This can be Revolt activate, 1, 2, 3 zones. Farigite will go here, 2 other monsters will go here, which they obviously have. They have a Nerval, and they have a Nerval. So they have the 2 monsters. Ooh, does it say 2? Does Revolt say 2 different, actually? I don't think it does. No, it just says summon a bunch of them, right? Yeah, just says summon a bunch. So it doesn't matter. So they have 3. They have 3. They have enough to make a link 4. They have 1 Baron Blossom. They have 2 Nerval. They are completely good to summon a link 4. We're going to head and start our turn here. Draw for turn. We know they have no cards in hand, so we're just going to try and bait out these 2 negates. We're going to activate Bird Call. We're going to grab Warbler. But he activates Rugal here. And this is where he messes up. He activates Rugal. Which it could have been a misclick, but either way, maybe he was trying to set up for something else. He activates Rugal and summons Nerval. Now there are no legal targets for Revolt to completely resolve. Now all we have to do is burn through 2 negates, and we equalize the board very easily. So we're going to go ahead and activate Warbler here to summon. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I activated Pot of Desires to get more cards in hand, which we draw Barrel Canary, which is going to come up a big time. And Ash Blossom, also a very good card. So we're going to summon Warbler because it doesn't necessarily activate to summon. And then Warbler effect is going to trigger, but it doesn't destroy, so they're going to activate Appaloosa here. That gets 1 negate down. Go to Warbler. We're going to activate Karis effect, discarding the Cobalt Sparrow. We had to discard Cobalt Sparrow because we had Barrel Canary in hand. They're going to negate that too, which in my opinion is wrong. They probably should have just let that go. There was nothing really threatening about Karis because there was only one Lyrilusc monster in Grave. There was nothing scary about summoning Karis by itself. So that resolves. It's now negated. So now we're just going to go ahead. We have all this room we want to. We're going to activate Barrel Canary. We're going to summon Cobalt Sparrow. Cobalt Sparrow is actually going to get to trigger to search a Nerve Ball for follow-up for the next turn. And we're going to go into a 3-material Nightingale. Luckily, Nightingale isn't very big, so what we're basically going to do is just attack into the Appaloosa, do 800 points of damage, and go into a Zeus. This is 2 activations of Zeus as well. Go into Zeus, we're going to immediately fire Zeus. So you see, he can't chain Revolt here because he doesn't have a target. He has 1 legal copy of Ferrijit for 2, and a Nerval for 3 to make a Link 3. You can't make the Link 4 here. So a really big misplay on the fact that Revolt has to target legal summons. Bearbrum was summoned by Nerval's effect, and Ferrijit was summoned off of Karis's effect. Only 1 Ferrijit was summoned correctly, and because he clogged his board with the Nerval here, he wasn't able to make the summon. If he would have left this Nerval in Grave and activated Revolt, this whole turn would have been a huge bust. I don't know if I would have been able to come back from this, but Revolt has to target legal summons here. So we're going to activate Zeus, wipe the whole board. They're going to activate Nerval to try and gain some recursion back. We're going to go ahead and Ash Blossom here, and now they're just on the top deck. While we still have an activation of Zeus because we have 2 materials left. Draw for turn. That's all she wrote. If you're playing Tri-brigade at all with Revolt, you have to understand, you have to make sure that you count your zones and count your legal summons. Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to do the Shurag summon. And really, this whole deck was pretty good. 2 Gamma, 1 Driver for the Gamma plays for going second. Lightning Storm or Geki for going second. Forbidden Droplets for going second. A lot of going second cards, but really, and even Nibiru, 1 Nibiru. It doesn't really matter because this deck only needs a couple cards to get the engine started. We're playing 3, well, we're not playing, they are playing 3 Nerval, 3 Maxi, 3 Karis, 3 Kit, 3 Fractal, 1 Thoroughblade, 1 Whiptail, 1 Ram, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Tanky, 3 Imperm, 2 Revolt, 2 Called by the Grave. In the extra deck, we have the Almirage, the Double Dragon Lords, 2 Ferrijit, 1 Bearbrum, 1 Doom Eagle, 1 Regal, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Access Code, 2 Shurag, and the and this little Zoodiac package here, which I like this build. This is more Tri-brigade than it is more Zoodiac. So this is a very interesting build. I kind of like this idea of using the Zoodiac monsters to gain advantage in the Tri-brigade engine by doing that little pop play, and I really thought that was pretty cool. The deck I am playing, Tri-brigade Lyrilusc here. We have 3 Cobalt, 3 Warbler, 2 Sapphire, 3 Nerval, 2 Barrel, 2 Wagtail, 3 Maxi, 1 DD Crow, which comes up, 2 Karis, 1 Kit, 3 Ash, 3 Fractal, 1 Big Bird, 2 Desires. I really like Desires in this build, because after you do your whole combo and you need some follow-up maybe for the next turn, or if you just need a card to put back on Ferrijit, or you need something to dig a little deeper, it's pretty good. I actually really like it, which is weird because I don't actually really like this card in the TCG at all. When I played this deck, I thought it was really strange. But you can't really afford to banish stuff with Prosperity because it banishes 3 to 6, and this deck needs the entire extra deck most of the time, especially if the games get really, really grindy. So we're playing 2 Desires, 3 Bird Call. It's the Searcher. It's very good. We're playing 1 Tanky. I could, if I wanted to, get rid of these 2 Pot of Desires for 2 more Tanky, but I like the 1 Tanky. I'm used to playing with it this way because of the TCG limiting Tanky, so I feel like it's fine. We're playing 3 Droplet because we're always losing the dice roll, or the coin flip, whatever you want to call it. 1 Imperm because that's all we have, and 1 Oath, the card we never want to draw, the card we always want to send off of Kit. And that's it. That's the deck. I just wanted to really just drive this home. If you're playing this deck, there is some tips and tricks here to make sure you have your legal summons, make sure you have your zones open. And maybe they misclicked, but it cost them the game. Either way, if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe for more Master Duel content. We do a lot of fun different things. We do rank grinds, we do deck profiles, we do deck matches, we do replay roulette, which is really fun to film, and we do some replay reviews. So if you'd like to see more, please, I just subscribe. It would make me really happy. Please. I actually lost my train of thought, and then I decided to say that, so it's fine. It's whatever. Thanks, guys. Happy dueling.